Welcome to today's 5-minute lower abs workout. We are gonna focus on strengthening and sculpting those lower abs. 30 seconds of work back to back. Let's get started with our first exercise. It's a dead bug. Knees come over the hips, arms to the ceiling. Extend the opposite arm and leg toward the floor, lift it back up. As we're moving the arm and the leg, we wanna keep that core braced by pulling the belly button in toward our spine and then pressing our lower backs toward the floor. And then you can see that my opposite arm and leg are staying in the same spot. They're not moving. So we're keeping that pressure in the core. So all the exercises today are really building, strengthening, sculpting those lower abs. Moving on to a reverse crunch. We're gonna take the feet down, bring the knees up over the hips, lift that tailbone, and then release. You can tap the feet here, or you can just let them hover. Now make sure that pressure's in the core. You're not gripping the floor. As you lower those legs, you're pressing your lower back down toward the floor to maintain that strong ab brace. And then you can see I'm pulling my knees in and then lifting. So that's gonna be that point where you feel the biggest burn in your core, and then when you lift that tailbone, gets those lower abs. All right, we're gonna add a leg extension. So reverse crunch, lift those legs and lower to 45 degrees. Let's do that again. Bend, lift, lower. So adding that little leg extension, more work for the lower abs. You feel it. Make sure to breathe here. Keep pulling that belly button in. We got this. Light on those hands. All right, we're moving on to some single straight leg drops. So both legs up. We're gonna drop one at a time toward the floor. Same thing here, lower back pressing down, belly pulled in. You can definitely bend the legs here to make it easier, or just don't go quite as low. There's no pressure to touch the floor if you're not ready to. We're only moving for 30 seconds, so we really make the most of it. Now we're gonna do both legs. So legs come down, legs come back up. You might not be able to go as low. In fact, you probably will not be able to go as low. That's okay. Do what you can. Again, we want that criteria, the lower back pressing down, belly pulled in. We wanna meet that criteria before we advance anything. That way we know we're really effectively training the abs and we're not gonna feel that pressure in the low back. Whew, this one's tough, isn't it? All right, we stay here, we make circles. We drop the legs, come out, around, and up. So legs can come as low as you want to. Again, you know the criteria. We're pretty warm now, so if you can, try to work those legs a little bit lower. But again, if you start to feel that lower back tensing up, you can absolutely bend the knees here and do this, or just reduce the range, don't go as low. All right, moving on to flutter kicks. Legs come down, little kicks. You can stay here, you can come higher, you can go right above the floor. Whatever works here. Again, we wanna feel this in the abs. If you start to feel it in the lower back, take them up higher. We're almost there. Rolling over, we're coming to a plank now. So hands under shoulders, feet about hip width apart. We're gonna step into a crawl and back out. So knees come under hips, knees low to the ground. So it's a bear crawl position, back to a plank. We're keeping those shoulders over the wrists, so that way we protect the shoulders. And then as we bring those knees in, we're crunching our abs. Moving to a single leg crunch. Lift that right leg, bring it in, take it back. So same position here, shoulders over wrist. And then we're bringing that knee in as far as you can. Really crunching as you pull the knee in, pulling that belly button in toward your spine. Trying to keep the butt down here. If we lift the hips, we take some of that pressure out of the core. And that pressure is what changes us. We want it. Switch other leg. Might find your balance is better on one side. Totally normal. It's a great way to even that out. Almost there, it's our last exercise. Let's finish strong. Last 5 seconds. Good work, you guys. Short amount of time, but really effective for working those lower abs. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you're looking for more workouts. I've got all kinds of workouts to sculpt and tone your abs, so be sure to check out my postpartum and then advanced core workouts for more ab workouts to help tone that waistline.